Raef is a 12-year-old boy from Kansas City, Missouri. He waves bye to his mom and 3 younger siblings to start a trip with his dad Mark, who's worked the whole day. This is their very first time to Massachusetts for a week. They will live with a local Chinese family whom they've never met.
This is my son, Raef.
How you doing, Raef?
Good.
Wow.
Good.
You look like Mark, you work like Mark, you must be Mark.
I am Mark, and I got the same hat as the picture, I think.
Oh, great. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
With only hours of sleep at their host family in Westford, they get up early to join 110 other men and women from Maryland and 10 different states. They come to Chelmsford to help build the main sanctuary of a Chinese church. The group is called Maryland Builders for Christ. Most of the volunteers stay with their Chinese host families in the region. Some stay at the church or in their campers. Jim Collins is the coordinator of Maryland Builders for Christ.
People that come on these trips are school teachers, are computer specialists, programmers. I'm a store owner. I'm going to play against sports. There may be contractors. They can be technical. They can be labor folks. We have a lot of students. We pay our own way. We take a week of vacation, and we come to work on a building. We work alongside the church members.
The volunteers include people from all walks of life: husbands and wives, parents and children, brothers and sisters, grandparents and grandchildren from age 2 to 82. Raef and Mark are relatively new to the group.
This is the first time in a few years that my schedule has allowed for me to come, and my oldest son, he's 12, he's been a part of it before, and I thought this would be a great time, not only to serve and to help another church, but also a good time for my son and I, just to get away and have some time together.
But many of the volunteers have participated in trips year after year.
This year would be my 15th trip.
I don't know how many it adds up to. It's been a bunch.
Let's see. I really don't have lost count. I don't.
Raef's grandmother, Kathy, is a longtime volunteer. Raef's grandpa, Steve, has also participated as a church building volunteer for 20 years despite his past shoulder and knee replacements. Many volunteers have overcome various obstacles in life, from knee pain to cancer to financial challenges, but they keep volunteering. Why do people keep volunteering?
I started our Builders for Christ team because I realized there was an opportunity for people to serve that didn't know what to do or how to serve. So what we would do is we would set up building projects. I would make the time and date available, so all people had to do was sign up for it. Our Builders for Christ team started approximately the year 2000. We have had people go on building trips before that, but we actually sort of broke off with our own groups, and that's why we called it Maryland. We call it Maryland Builders for Christ, because it was all just people from Elders Baptist Church and a couple of other churches in Maryland.
Because people need this. This is a need for them. These churches are either too small, being broken, or just straight up need to be redone. And they had asked us to come and voluntarily come and rebuild a church for them. And I'm always here to help. I know enough knowledge on this, I can help out a lot.
Well, our church has been involved with Builders for Christ for several years, and we've actually had a few building projects at our church that volunteer builders came, and I was a part of that when they came.
I think first off, just to be able to go and be a part of building these churches, to know that the amount of people that are going to come to know Jesus because of these churches. Secondly, the people you get to meet. I feel like we have churches everywhere that I could go and feel at home at. Like, I came here after being on the pre-trip feeling like I had friends here.
Like a second family. Get to have a family reunion. Somehow or another you work hard, but God sustains you. You don't get too tired. Maybe a few achy feet, but it's fun. It's rewarding. It's amazing to see how things go up the way they do. And it's just an honor to be a part of.
I like all the people. I grew up doing it, and all my friends grew up doing it. It's a lot of fun doing all the work. I like learning everything on the construction site. It's great to be around these people.
This week, Maryland Builders for Christ have the responsibility to put trusses on. The volunteers start on site at 6:30 a.m. and leave the site at around 9:30 p.m. The whole project is managed by a general contractor. Maryland Builders for Christ has come following a prior volunteer builder group from Alabama who completed most of the framing and walls. It is not easy work, and not many people can be up in the trusses, but more people are helping with different parts of the building. Some people are finishing up framing. Others are helping put the sheathing on. Others are providing support, like meal preparation and childcare. Others are working on details in the sanctuary. Others are tasked with ensuring the safety of the volunteers. All this is done by non-professionals who receive good instruction and excellent supervision. For Maryland Builders for Christ, this is the first time they are building for an ethnic minority group, culture barriers may be a concern, but did not stop the participation of the local church members. When talking about the working and living with the local church members who are Chinese immigrants,
there may be cultural differences in just how we act. We were concerned. We definitely did not want to offend our hosts through actions or things that we just have done that may be against their are different than their traditions. So we were kind of concerned about that, as they were with us. So, but I think we overcame that very fast.
nothing is more effective for building relationships than eating together. Mark seems to really enjoy this new adventure, but for Raef, Chinese chow mein is too different from the spaghetti he's used to. Without many options that he's willing to try, he finally finds his solution. Talking about their experience in Chinese food.
Yes, I did try things new, and I'm not one that tries new things very often, but I did today. To be honest, there's a few things that I have no idea what they're called. I don't remember what they are. I know they had shrimp in them, and they were really good. I guess not what scares me, but whenever you try something different, you're not really sure what's in it. You're not really sure what to expect, but it was fun. I had a really good time today.
It's an interesting culture. For me, with not having a lot of Chinese or seafood, it's, like I said, interesting.
Nothing is more fun than playing together, but similar to the Chinese food, Raef did not have much luck at the beginning. Losing is not easy for this 12-year-old. Raef keeps learning. Raef keeps trying. Time flies. The group's responsibilities have ended after 6 days of work. After these full and busy days, it's time to say goodbye. But saying goodbye is not easy now, with the bond built by sharing a week, by sharing life together. Believe it or not, through persistence, Raef finally learned the game well enough to win the game while playing on his way to the airport. That is definitely a happy ending for his trip. In fact, Raef not only learned the card game, he and the volunteers in his group learned through their faithful service and their persistent love for God and others. Moreover, they received gratitude and love from their new Chinese brothers and sisters from the local church.